Lately, the way I've been deciding to live life just has not been working out for me. So I've decided to make a drastic change and leave the US. My name is Asia. I'm 27 years old. And my boyfriend and I have decided to actually move to Costa Rica. The day I'm recording this, it's March 25th. And we're leaving on the 1st. Very excited, but also super nervous, especially since we're 7 days out until we leave. Okay, that was perfect. Actually, funny story, right? So we made this decision. It started as a conversation about going on a pretty long vacation. We were gonna stay for about a month. Then when we were looking at all the pricing and everything, I'm like, yo, I paid this in rent already. More even. So we did more research and realized that it actually wasn't that expensive to stay. And I know I've been wanting to leave the country for a long time. Like, for my birthday, 3 birthdays ago, I think. I'm getting old, but anyway. I went to Mexico and I did not want to come back. And it started from there when I was like, okay, I think I could move out the US. Like, there was a lot of green, the beach being in such close proximity, the food being amazing. And it's always warm. I live in the East Coast. I hate the cold. I'm also a winter baby too, and I still hate the cold. We realized that we could definitely afford to just not come back. So I was like, let's not come back. And he was like, okay, we're not coming back. And now we're not coming back. So yeah, we're leaving on the 1st. I ending the lease to our apartment. It actually did end anyway. Like, you have to stay in the 12, 13, 14, 15 month, whatever. That part ended, switched to month to month. I already didn't want to stay anyway, and I was already looking to move. I told myself, moving in the spring. So this just ended up working out perfectly, if I'm being completely honest. Now, outside of cost of living being a little cheaper, not by that much, if I'm being completely honest, you just get more bang for your buck. Outside of that factor, there's a few more reasons why I just like want to leave. You saw how excited I got talking about the food in Mexico. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but fruit and veggies are not the same. Like, not the way they used to be as we were kids. For example, right, the veggies aren't as bad as the fruits are. I feel like the fruits have just been, they were cooked a long time ago. I just bought strawberries recently and they're all big, they're dark red. I'm like, ooh, did I just find some good strawberries? And they like taste like water. And I don't mean like bite into a fruit and it's a watery fruit like a watermelon. And even those don't taste like water. They just taste like they have a lot of water in them. The strawberries taste like I just bit into a cup of water. And don't tell me they're supposed to taste like that, because they're not. They didn't taste like that a few years ago. They were starting to get to that point a few years ago. And it's kind of scary, because what are y'all doing to the fruit? What are y'all doing to the veggies? And you can look it up from this point in time versus like back in the day. Fruits and veggies are lacking in nutrients severely at that point. You don't know me, obviously, so you don't know. But I have lupus, and a big part of me feeling good and me feeling better and me healing and not having lupus one day is food. I need to make sure that I'm eating certain things to help my body like not do what it's doing. And if you don't know what lupus is, it's essentially like your immune system recognizes healthy cells as bad cells. So it attacks itself. For me, like, my hair started falling out, even though that's crazy, right? That's crazy, right? I know. I was losing hair by the palmful. Joints, my fingers were swelled up so bad. Like, it just looked like baseballs. I had a huge rash all over my face. And it gets up here too. As you can see, I'm experiencing a little flare right now, so hence the scabs. A big part of whether I flare or not is if I'm eating inflammatory foods. And all the foods that are not supposed to be inflammatory are inflammatory because there's all this extra added stuff in it. It's not even just the fruits and the vegetables, like meat, it's the snacks, it's the organic. Like, don't get me started on this topic. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm gonna move on. Another big thing, lack of greenery. I live in the East Coast, born and raised, been here my whole life. I've seen like a few states over here, not that many. The one with the most greenery that I've seen was probably Florida. It's just buildings and highways and mail trees. The allergies are outrageous. The cities are super crowded and it's just overstimulating. Do y'all ever just like go outside and feel like you can't function? Is that just me? Everything is so loud, like the cars everywhere. There's always traffic. It's at a point where there's no times where there's little traffic. Y'all remember when there used to be peak hours Don't go out between 4 to 6 because that's rush hour. Every hour is rush hour. I just don't want to leave the house, okay? My hope is to find a small, very green town and live peacefully. So yeah, greenery and just the scenery and walkability. Feels good to be outdoors. So yeah, I'm excited for that. Light and noise pollution. If you're walking around a city at night, all the billboards and stuff, geez Louise, what time of day is it? Now in this day and age, because the lights never used to be this bad on the cars. Every car got high beams. Like the standard is high beams. The white LEDs, y'all see I can't see and my lens is like this thick. So I can't see. And normally I can't really see at night. And normally I do have an issue with the lights, okay? But you have people with normal, healthy, fully functioning vision. Like, yo, these are too bright, you know? They just make me feel like a deer. I can see why they get hit so much. And that's very sad. I'm laughing because I'm not laughing because it's funny. I'm laughing because it's tragic and I get it. Like, I just can't see anything. And the lights, it's just too much. They shouldn't be that bright. But when you're going somewhere where everybody is like walking or on a bike, or it's just a small town, there's not that much going on. You don't find yourself so overstimulated and blinded. Not to mention the cars are like super loud. Like everything is just loud. Another thing that I've noticed when doing my research into Costa Rica was that it's not such a fast-paced society. And if I'm being so honest, I need that. I need to slow down. Like I told y'all earlier, I'm 27 and I'm burnt out already. I've been burnt out. This phrase has left my mouth several times since like 24. I've been working since 16 and I've been working the max amount of hours that would be allowed, you know? And I'm tired. Sometimes I feel like that's part of the reason why I ended up getting lupus. Like it's not in my family or anything like that. I was so hyper stressed just trying to keep up. Plus I also like the cheddar. So obviously you have to work to make money, but there's other ways of going about it. There's smarter ways of going about it. There's better ways of going about it than working yourself into an early grave. Another point that I wanted to talk about, I need to get out my comfort zone and moving so far away where I can't call my mom when I need help. That's gonna really force me to get out of my comfort zone and really make change happen. I don't like to be comfortable, but I always find myself in these positions where I'm just doing what's comfortable and what I know. I've found when I force myself to make a drastic change, I make change. I also want to see what else is out there. I've been in the same region of the world my whole life. I haven't seen much and I also haven't traveled much. Like I went to Mexico. That was the furthest I've ever gone. And that's the only time I've left the country. I've been to Virginia, North Carolina, Florida, and then Maryland once. But that wasn't like a vacay thing. And then I live in the East Coast. So that's really it. I want to see what else is out there. The world is so beautiful. Like when you watch the videos on YouTube or see the vids on TikTok or even when you go on Pinterest and you're looking up like aesthetic nature shots and stuff like that, people are taking those photos in these beautiful destinations. And I'm just tired of looking at the photos. I'm tired of watching the videos. I just want to see it. I want to live it. I want to take the pictures. I want to take the videos, you know? I want to see what else is out there. This can't be all that there is, you know? That's how I've been feeling. So that's a big, big reason why I'm not only excited, but ready to go. Like this 7-day mark is cooking me. I'm just ready to be gone. I also hope to create healthy habits with all the free time that I'll have. I struggle with that so bad. I struggle with maintaining it. Like I'll get this burst of motivation and I'm like, yeah, I got this. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna be consistent. And then like a week later, it'd be like 2 days to a week later, I'm like, yo, I missed a part of my morning routine. Now I'm just over it. I'm done. I'm a bum. I'm not gonna do anything anymore. Why can't I keep anything? Why can't I do it right? You know, I'm just kind of tired of being that person. It's exhausting. It's more exhausting than if you just held the habit. And I know that. And if you struggle with this, then you know that. But for whatever reason, it's so hard. It's kind of hard to act like you know that. So I'm hoping with all the free time, I can create healthy habits and be that super healthy girl on YouTube. Y'all be watching the vlogs. At least I do. I be watching the vlogs. But be that super healthy girl on YouTube who gets up every morning at 5, 6 a.m. because that's not too early for me. I love being up in the morning. 5, 6 a.m., takes all her vitamins. She drinks the water that has all these benefits in it, like the electrolytes, and 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 vitamin D, the extra stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I love that. I want to be that. I want to live that. It's super cute. It is super feminine. It is super girly, but it's also super healthy. I want to be that girl. And I hope that without worrying about the hustle and bustle and having the permission to slow down, I'll be able to actually cultivate and keep those habits. I find that I don't make enough time for self-care. Like, of course, I'm gonna do my hair, brush my teeth, wash my face, take a shower, all that jazz. But like the extra mile, I don't make enough time for it because I'm too busy focused on rent and like keeping up. That wraps up all the reasons as to why I've decided to move to Costa Rica and how I plan to use that and what I plan to do out there to cultivate and create my dream life. Because at the end of the day, I'm just a girl and I want to be happy. So that's all I really want. I plan on documenting my entire journey, mainly because since 2024 and into 2025, I've been really big into watching vloggers get their life together. Like the girlies that are just filming to be an accountability partner or to keep themselves accountable. It's helped me do so much, especially because this past year, like I spent a year living alone. Those vlogs did something for me. So I kind of want to create the same thing. And I find that when I pull the camera out, like I know I'm going to get it done because it's like, now I told people I have to do this. I told people I'm going to do this and they will be expecting me to do this. I hope that with creating little series and just vlogging the journey and recording myself actually doing this stuff, I actually do the stuff. I plan to post a lot of vlogs. I do have another video that I have been recording. It just needs a few edits. I'm terrified to post it because it's not up to par with what I want it to be, but I've been practicing for months and I'm expecting it to be perfect. It's just not going to be that. I do have to record and post and edit and actually put something out in order to learn. So, little rant. Anyway, I wanted to thank you all for watching, especially if you got this far, because y'all don't know me and I don't know you. But I appreciate you watching and I hope that you stick around for the journey and I hope the videos to come maybe inspire you to do the same.